Aqua gang, gang, gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from a beautiful Aqua gang. Aqua Soul family. What's up? I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. Angels, spirits, holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. Give us exactly what we need to know in addition to what has already come out in regards to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Messages are, in fact, a general. Please take what resonates, guys, okay? Don't force anything to fit. Cross watchers, you are also welcome here. Just place yourself where you belong in the storyline, right? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Y'all know how it goes. Please take a moment and click that like button, y'all. Okay, it's for the free 99 and it helps people find us. That's what happens, right? That it helps our engagement. It lets people know that you are enjoying the content over here. It also helps the rest of our tribe find us, right? Aqua gang in his thing. Also, shoot me a little comment down below. A little hey girl, hey. I want to just take a moment, right? I won't take up too much of your time. I just want to say thank you for all of your beautiful comments. I don't get to respond to all of them, but I read them all. Y'all be cutting up. Y'all are funny. I ain't gonna hold you, right? Like, y'all are funny as fuck. Some of y'all was dragging me and I was like, you know what, I might have deserved it, you know what I'm saying? But I just enjoyed reading all of the comments and thank you so much for all of the love. Y'all know y'all my family. So I appreciate it. I'm so ecstatic that you guys were thinking about me, and I'm also glad that I'm back in this thing 2 days in a row. 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row. All right, so now that we got that out the way, click the subscribe button. If you have not done so already, become a part. We would love to have you. Let's jump in. So here's the thing, right? Somebody wishes that they can go back in time because whatever the dynamic is between the two of you now, it's going to really be different for all of you, how you are engaging with this person, if at all that is. It's going to be quite different for this person to be able to capture you again. I get you checked out. I'm hearing checkout is at 12 p.m. I'm hearing 12 noon is checkout. Yeah, I'm getting you checked out. So for some of you, you might still be slightly engaging with this person, slightly, and I do mean very slight, like 1 to 2 words, right? Barely giving them the time of day. And for others of you, you could have possibly taken a bit of a break. At least that's how they're looking at it. They're not looking at it as you have disappeared forever. They're kind of still trying to have hope, right? But the dynamics have for sure changed. And what's happened is, so the phrase that I heard before starting the reading, right, was this is about standards. Somebody got offended. Somebody took it very personal in terms of a standard or a boundary that you set. That could be different for all of you, right? There is something that you said to this person about what you needed, about what you did not appreciate. I feel like you advocated for yourself. I feel like you stood up for yourself, or you will. Now, keep in mind, guys, tarot is fluid, right? This could be something predictive of the future, something currently unraveling, or something that has happened in the past, right? Not too far off in the past, though I don't feel that for this reading, you guys, okay? I feel like this person is now recognizing, right? Something is being revealed to them. They're getting clarity that they had it much easier prior to tap dancing on your motherfucking boundary, testing that boundary, right? Like sticking a little pinky toe over the line, maybe having a block party on the motherfucking, you know, free before 12, goddamn, on the boundary line. Like, I don't know. It's something, right? They definitely did something. For some of you, they straight up, you know, without blinking, jump hot right over that motherfucker, right? Like just did a willy, just popped a willy right over that motherfucker. And I don't know what would have told them that that would be okay, or that that would not result in consequences, but they're now realizing that, right? I also get some pushback. So they want me to back up a little bit, right? Because we've jumped. So this person is having a revelation, okay? And I get that from this card here, revealing, right? There is something that is being downloaded. There is something that is being revealed to them in terms of how they had it prior to how things are going to go moving forward, okay? Shit has shifted. Shit has changed. I'm not saying that you were easy. You weren't. I just get that you may have been lenient on this person. You gave them a couple of opportunities to get it right. And I also get that you were willing to compromise more than this person. They want me to stress for someone here specifically. Don't force it to fit. Somebody needs to hear this. You were not being unreasonable. Okay, so if this person threw a tantrum, that is on them. Somebody can't get mad about your standards. Like, what the fuck? Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. You self-absorbed narcissist. Like, what? How is my standard gonna bother you? If it bothers you that much, there's the door, right? How is my boundary going to bother you? So they took it very personal. They almost took it as a rejection. Okay, so let's get to all the cards before I get ahead of myself again. So we have the Five of Pentacles, right? I want you to notice a pattern in all of the tarot cards that came out. Now, by the way, I was not planning to pull from these these cards specifically. This is the Light Seers deck. They popped all the way across the table. All three of them on top of each other. Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. And last but certainly not least, because this is the name of the game in this reading, okay? This is the major theme. Compromise in the reverse, however, okay? So I see this person being difficult. This has been a difficult cycle. This has been a difficult relationship. This person's personality might be quite difficult. I get a lot of back and forth, a lot of debating about shit that should not have been a debate. Okay, so you could correct me if I'm wrong on that. This is just basic shit that should just come with getting to know someone. That should just come with being a partner to someone. That should just come with being in a relationship with someone, right? That should also come with reciprocating what the fuck I've already given you, huh? Say it louder for the people in the back. Yeah, reciprocation, bitch. I need my cup refilled. You can't just always have your hand out. Like, what's up? So what's being revealed to this person, right? I feel as though this rejection that they took so personally, okay, I get for some of you, it was a big blow up. So a big argument, right? I get them pushing back on these standards or just pushing back on wanting to take the accountability, right? You may have called them out on something. I get an explosion. So an explosive sort of outburst from you. Now, here's the issue with how this person is perceiving the way that you address them. They are looking at this as, whoa, you're taking things out of proportion, right? Like you are blowing this out. You are being unreasonable. You are blowing this out of proportion, right? You are doing the most. It is not even that deep, right? You're getting too emotional. You're putting 20 on 10, whatever the fuck the phrase they use. They're trying to invalidate and dumb down because you've blown up. Now, you can also correct me if I'm wrong in saying this. And if it hasn't already happened, you could possibly or potentially be able to avoid this, right? I get for a great majority of you, and because I'm an Aquarius too, I totally get it, right? It's like you give people multiple chances, right? That doesn't mean that what they're doing doesn't fucking bother you. It just means that you're giving this person grace. You understand that, listen, we're all having a human experience. Nobody is perfect, right? Like, I'm going to address it. I'm going to let you know it's bothering me, but it's not going to be in the way that I will address it in a way. Okay, how do you want to say this, Spirit? It's not that it's not bothering you. You may mention it, but mention it in passing, right? And the more times it happens, the more that blood starts to boil, right? And it's like the last motherfucking straw. Right, when somebody does it, that one last time, they done did it 6 times. You've addressed it all those times. The 7th time, somebody getting cussed the fuck out. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of repeating myself, right? Like, I'm not about to repeat myself continuously. Like, you're a child. And the issue that I take with this person's view is they're sort of like, whoa, where did that come from? Right? Like, whoa, you're doing the most. You are just outrageous. You're crazy. And it's like, no, how about we start from the beginning? Because it didn't start that way. I've already said this to you once. So now I got to say it louder for all the motherfuckers in your head, in the back. If I'm crazy, you're crazy. So I feel as though this person not addressing the issue immediately, right? Once they saw that you were upset, I get them invalidating you. I do. I hear it. Like, sort of like, you're crazy. Whoa, you're doing too much. This is what puts a wrench in it, right? Like, that is like what is it for you. That might be the aha moment for you. You may also be having revelations about this relationship, about how things have transpired, and sort of kind of really like recollecting what has this person actually done for me? Now, the pattern that I wanted you to notice in the tarot cards is that they are all pentacles, right? So pentacles are about security. They're also about like resources, right? Having currency, having enough. It could be also about protection. Somebody was providing and somebody was just taking is what I get. That's what I get. Compromise was not on the table because the amount of opportunities that were given didn't allow for that. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of person who they need drastic measures, right? Things have to be drastic. They have to be dragged. They have to be pulled to the direction that is best, right? They will miss the opportunity over and over and over again. They have to be talked to over and over and over, y'all. How the fuck did you do that? How did you do this? I want to know, right? Yeah, I definitely get this person kind of backtracking now. And I feel like it's only because of what's being revealed to them. Now, they're not being specific to me about what these downloads are, whether it's, you know, by way of dream, okay, whether it's by way of this person reading your text messages, you know, going over the series of events in their head again, kind of just sitting with themselves. I do see them being in solitude, or at least at a period of time where they are alone, where this revelation comes, right? It's definitely taken over their mind. And I feel as though that is the only thing that has them viewing this from a different perspective. It could also be the way that you might be treating them or the lack of access, right? Now, at the center of the reading, we have the Three of Pentacles right next to compromise. Both of those cards mean compromise, right? That means that you were meeting this person halfway, right? When you didn't have to. For some of you, you were going more than half the way, okay? You're going about 90% of the way, and this motherfucker still wouldn't come the other 10. What we have now, right, is someone who felt rejected by you not wanting to accept just whatever they had to give. So whatever this standard is that you tried to set, or boundary is that you tried to set, this person received it as you were rejecting them, right? Because that's just me. That's who I am, right? You're trying to change me. You're trying to get me to be something different or act different. They took it as rejection, but they're also going to take the way that you're doing this, right? Like the way that you are navigating away from this, or transitioning should be the better word, is what they're saying, away from this also as rejection. Now, the reason why I hear this person as a little bit immature, you're like, a little bit, a lot of it, bitch, a lot of it. Okay. Childlike, right? Looking at things from a very juvenile scope or lens. The reason I say that is because, you see, yes, there is a level of rejection that this person feels, but they've always had the key. Do you see that? This is somebody locked out of a house, right? Out in the cold. Somebody who was once getting a lot of resources. I just have to say that, okay? Remember, you were meeting them 90% of the way. They wouldn't come the extra 10. And it's like, that is more than, like, why wouldn't you compromise on that? You were not being unreasonable. This is just somebody who would have much rather get a discount, right, on your time, on this relationship. They liked the things the way that they were. They didn't want to change this thing about themselves, or they didn't quite appreciate that this was a boundary or a standard of yours, right? So they weren't willing to compromise on that, and now they're left out here. Okay, now the key is compromisation. Or it was, okay? They said that is past tense. For some of you, this lock has changed, right? So even if they turn back around, which they are thinking about, like they're thinking about turning back around and finally using the key. This person is stubborn. You see, they do know what would fix this, but it's sort of like stubbornness along with an ego, along with, a bit of, you don't tell me what to do, I'll do it when I feel like it type of energy that is holding them back, or it is delaying. It's a delayed response, when in all actuality, it's quite ridiculous, because what you were asking for wasn't even a lot. Like I said, 10%. Now, this is fated to happen this way because you deserve a lot more than that, guys. Okay. I do see in this transition, whether you're talking to this person or not, I see you ramping up your standards, You know, the qualifications to get to know you, the prerequisites to even get your number, right? To get a date, all of that shit. The price is, yesterday's price, bitch, is not today's price. I see it like that. And that is the revelation that this person will be getting here soon, right? That they should have just took this deal, but they didn't. They were greedy. They were selfish. They were self-absorbed. And now that deal is off the table. It is no deal. But I do see them finally wanting to compromise here. Okay. Both Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles suggest somebody finally seeing the picture, finally like, okay, fine. We can meet halfway. We can do the deal that you said, right? 90%, 10%. Maybe they had a conversation with someone like, wow, this girl does this and this and this and this. My girl doesn't even do that. Or this guy does this and this for you. My guy doesn't even do that, right? Like, I don't even have a guy. I don't even have a girl. Like, they're doing that for you. That's a lot, bitch. That's a lot, right? Like, I've never had a relationship where somebody was meeting me that much, right? Which could have also been the revelation, like, damn. Oh, so that was a good deal. Like, I need to turn back around and make this thing make this right. The gag is yesterday's price is not today's price. So the requirements are totally different. We're not on that 90-10 anymore. 50-50. Get the fuck out. Or get the fuck. Boy, you can get the fuck. Girl, you can get the fuck. Like, yeah, no. And I feel like that is what's going to be surprising, right? That is what's going to gag them. Whoa, we have sex? Okay. So perhaps this is a connection that started this way, right? The passion is good. Maybe the sex is really good, but you need more, right? Because we have all of these pentacles here, which suggests we need a foundation. We need something more. We need something stronger. It can't just be about the sex. Like, I need more. I'm giving you more. You're requiring more. Like, I need more than that, more than the physical aspects of things. This person is still offering that, right? Like, they're still on that type of time, or that might be how they try to approach. Okay. They may definitely, hey, big head, you send you a little bit of a text. They want to close this gap. Look at that. Distance is in the reverse. Yeah. So they kind of want to close up the gap. They, this person might think, I said think, so don't go tearing me up in the motherfucking comments, but just by looking at the cards, this person may definitely think that this is the way to get you. Like, this is the route to go. If they can get you in that bedroom, then they can at least get you to open up to a conversation, because right now you feel closed off. Their words, not mine, right? You feel distant, you feel detached, or you may just be aloof, right? You may definitely be ramping up that Aquarian energy, like a billion-fold return, bitch. Okay, ice, glaciers. It's cold, it's distant, ain't no heat, bitch, nothing. Okay. So they want to close the gap here. And they're going to try to do that by way of passion. But here's the thing. With all of these, like I said, with all these pentacles showing up, you're looking for substance. You're looking for something more, something that can actually stand the test of time. Okay. I don't know if they're capable of that, you guys. I have to be very honest, right? They haven't done it this entire time. They haven't even been able to do the 10% that you were asking for. So they should be very nervous. Look, I hate I let you walk away. Duh, bitch. 90-10. Yeah. They're going to be sick once they realize what it's going to take to get back into your good graces. Even if there's even an opportunity, right? Only you will know that. But I'm just seeing this from their perspective, right? Like, now they're wanting to compromise. They may even be kicking themselves, right? They've had this revelation or these conversations that suggest you were doing a lot more than what most people do in a relationship or a connection. Like, bruh, you're stupid. Sis, you're dumb, okay? Aquarius might actually fucking love you to be putting up with all of this shit, to look past this, to look past that, because I have to say this, don't beat me up and only take it if it resonates. With all of these pentacles here, this person might be lacking in major areas of life, but you were willing to look over that, right? Showing them grace. That's what I keep hearing, like showing this person grace, right? Giving them the benefit of the doubt. Also seeing their potential, right? Like, you genuinely like them for them, not what they had, right? Not what they've acquired. None of that. It wasn't shallow. It was genuine. And that is why you were willing to not just compromise with them, but meet them more than halfway. And they decided to shit on that deal. Do you hear me? that deal wasn't good enough. Even though they weren't deserving of a deal at all, in my opinion. I have to be very honest. Yeah, I see this person running back to get this key. I do. I see them running backwards. Look. I know it. They are running. I see them running back to get this key. But once again, as I stated, I think some of you changed that lock. The lock is changed. You changed the lock. I know I'm running out of time. Look at this. So we have mind control. You know, here's the thing. This person played with fire. And here's why I say that. Because I feel as though this person pegged whatever you were giving them in this relationship as you were head over heels, right? Blindly, love is blind, right? Love, blindly in love. Or whipped, okay? I can't look past that. It's right there in my face, okay? They feel like they was bumping that bunch cat all over the damn house, okay? They feel like they had that magic stick, that magic wand, that lollipop. Yeah. One of the two, right? Or both, for some of you. Something was blinding you, right? To the truth, to what it is, to what it really is. And they could definitely be right, because I heard revelation for the both of you. So there is this semblance of mind control, okay? Or this way that this person gains control in relationships, and they're able to navigate without really showing up, right? Not even the 10%. So what I feel is they misread you, right? Like they mistook the genuine feelings that you did have for this person, right? Like you can call it what you want. I see, like, for some of you, it could have been love. Who knows, right? Only you know that. I feel like they mistook those genuine feelings for like I said, stupid in love, you know, blindly in love, just, you know, whipped over them, would do whatever for them. Which is also why they would have called your bluff when you were backing out of this, okay? Which is why they would have invalidated you when you were screaming at the motherfucking top of your lungs that you're tired of repeating yourself, okay? Or if they betrayed you, screaming at the top of your effing lungs, because are you fucking kidding me, right? This is, at this point, charity, bitch. Like, you're not on my level. Let's make that very, very clear, okay? Now we're talking about hierarchy. It's not that you're better than this person. It's just that where you are spiritually, mentally, you know, just where you're going in life, how you look at things, you know, your maturity level. Okay, those seem to be higher up on that scale. But there was something about this person, and I don't think it was just sex, but they do, right? I think it was something else, something deeper, something that you saw in them, something that you wanted to become of this, right? That would have led you to want to compromise with them. And then at some point in time say, shit, okay, fine. I wasted all this time. I don't want to take a L. I'm leaving here with something, right? Like, I'm not going to let you walk away with what the fuck I've already put into this. So fine, I will meet you the 90. Can you at least come the 10? And they're like, bitch, fuck that. No, right? Give you their ass to kiss. That pisses me off, guys. I'll be very honest. Because they definitely thought that they were in control because of, you know, like I said, whatever they was doing in that bedroom or however you were treating them, okay? But now that is changing, okay? They're definitely seeing things differently. They are most certainly seeing that they didn't even have access to your whole mind, let alone mind control. The fuck? Hate I let you walk away. Yeah, I'm hearing, I wish I would have just consoled her. I wish that I would have just talked to him. I wish that I would have said this. I see them like having the conversation over in their head and, you know, redoing it like with what they would really say, you know, compromising, you know, getting on one accord, taking accountability, right? Because not only is this deal unmatched, it is definitely few and far in between. And somebody done told them, okay? They're hearing, somebody around them is very honest. They're hearing the real deal. Like, wow, you let that go? You're stupid. You Egypt. Yeah. So they're trying to put this thing back together. But here's the thing. I don't, like I said, I don't get that. I don't get the offer is still the same, right? The price is now different. The price is now higher. You see? And I don't get that they know that. I don't. Look at that. Money came out crossing. So listen, money is currency, right? Currency can be a number of things. I do feel like this person's energy has been rocked, right? Their stability in terms of their emotional space has definitely been affected by this. But they might have money issues like across the board. This could be something that you were aware of or not. With it showing up, it definitely feels like their financials were not in order. And if this is something that you did know about, you were looking over that. You looked over that. You were still willing to accept them, and they still gave you their ass to kiss, or they still betrayed you. Yep, they weren't thinking. We have thinking in the reverse. This is their thoughts, not mine, right? Like they feel like they did not make a logical choice, right? Like they were not thinking. They just went on impulse, or they went off of what they thought shit was rather than what it actually is. I do see that Five of Pentacles coming to fruition for some of them, actually, right? So they misread your reaction to the betrayal, to them overstepping your boundary. They did something, guys. It's something specific that this person did. And they did it purposefully because you would have already talked to them about said thing. You accepted them back, right? I feel like this person, they definitely feel like they weren't thinking. But they felt rejected, okay, in that moment with you calling them out, right? They felt embarrassed and like rejected, like you were about to reject them or you were actually rejecting them, that your standards reject who they are, so to speak. But I feel like they're actually manifesting that, okay? They're now pointing to this Five of Pentacles saying that this person may actually end up on the side of rejection, right? And for some of you, it's inevitable, right? You've already made up your mind. So we have face painting. Okay. So I know I'm running out of time. And then we have this face painting, which is about being creative. This person wanting to come up with something creative, some kind of creative approach to think outside of the box. For some of you, you may have left this person hanging. You may have actually ghosted this person for some of you, or they just feel like your energy is blocked off, more blocked than it has ever been, which is definitely creating panic within them. Even if you have, had a cycle where you stopped talking to this person or went no contact, they're feeling like it hasn't been this long. So they do feel as though they're losing, right? They're losing or they're running out of time. And look at that. So we have an apology. Now, I just want to reiterate, right? Like, don't say I ain't tell you. Yeah, we have an apology. The apology is definitely sincere. But if your price has changed, right? So what you are requiring for your time, your energy, your love, your money, your body, what the requirements or the price is for that now, if that has changed, that is not something that this person is aware of. And that is not something that this apology would be attached to. Okay. So that is the part that I am giving a side eye to, because if you weren't willing to do the 10% with your stingy, selfish ass. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. And now you recognize how good of a deal you've given up. It's too bad, so sad. Okay? Tough titty said to kitty. Okay? But the milk's still good, bitch. Tough titty. Like, well, yeah. The price has gone up. And now we need to see your motherfucking W-2s, bitch. Now we need to see your 401k, bitch. Now we need to, okay, we need access to the bank account. They like, what bank account? I have no money. Sounds like a you problem. It sounds like a you problem. So we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, or they will. Wow. You know what I feel, guys? This is going to be a brutal lesson for this person, yo. Okay. I definitely get, even if you just created distance or ghosted or cut them off or just if you're treating them different, that was a tower moment for this person, okay? In terms of how long it's been, right? They let you do it because they believed that things would get back together. They never believed that the distance was inevitable, right? Like that it was indefinite. But now that it's been so long, it has since become a tower. They feel rejected for sure. But this... Did I not say that? Did I not say you? I'm talking to your person now, okay? You, sir, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. You done manifested this shit. You have manifested it. And I'm hearing a particular phrase, guys, or a saying. What you won't do, somebody else will. Quick, bitch, quick. Without a peep, without a word, without having to be asked. And this is where that new shit comes in. This could be the one. These are their feelings, guys. These are the old person's thoughts. We also have give your relationship a chance. And look at this shit here. Because I knew it. Nothing changes overnight, guys. So what are they wanting you to do? Wait. Right? Nobody changes overnight. This is how I kind of see them maneuvering things here in the future. We do have this new love interest here with flirt. And listen, you may feel like this is the real deal. You have something to compare. You may now see this shit as unrequited, right? Because if you're dealing with somebody who you had to, who breadcrumbed you, or who you had to, you know, it was like tooth and nail to get the bare basic shit that you were already giving them out of a relationship. And then you move over to a relationship where you don't have to ask for shit. They just do it, plus some, then some, and then more some. Yeah. How can they compete with that? It's over. It's over. You need to forgive yourself, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. Learn this lesson, grow the fuck up, go through an awakening, and move on. But for some reason, I don't get that it's going to be that easy because you know who we're dealing with, right? So let's hop over to the extended. Let's kind of see where this is going on both ends, both old and new. I kind of want to see what this person's approach is going to be. Okay. What are they planning to do? What are their next steps? Okay. And their intentions. I also want to know if they have transformed at all, right? Do they have the means, the resources, and the ability, right, to show up for you and actually provide you with the correct price that you are going for now? Okay. Or are they going to just bullshit their way through the top? You know what I'm saying? They're going to make up some pay stubs, like, call Pookie now and tell them to say that they work there. Like, is it real or fake? Right? Do they actually have it? Do they have the ability to do it, right? And will they actually do it? Because just because somebody has the ability doesn't necessarily mean that they will, which is why we see this person here, right? They're stingy. So I want to know if those qualities have dissipated, if they have gone. Now, you do have another option here, and it is giving... it's going to be a tough one for them, for this older person, right? Not for you. We will look into the new person as well. I just want to finish up with the older energy, and I want to see what their exact next steps are going to be so you can fully prepare yourself. And then I want to see what the best possible outcome is, right? What would you be setting yourself up for? What do you get out of this? Would you be wasting your time to even try to see this through? For those of you who still see the chance in that, right? Like, because all of you are not there. But even if you are not seeing this relationship, not seeing it for this person, they will still be back. So it's better to be, prepared, right? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But for those of you who do still see it for them, we will see what the best possible outcome is. Does it have the potential to finally work, right? And when? We'll see when they're coming back in, and then we'll get into the new thing, the new love, okay? When that is coming in, who they are, what their personality is like. Are they worth your motherfucking time? Should you just keep moving? Keep it moving. Should you have a single season, right? All of the things, we'll get some advice as well. And we will also pull an Ask the Universe reading where I will use this deck, okay, to give you the floor, ask a couple questions. So without further ado, click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I'm going to see y'all over there. So let's go.